Welcome to the Walker Twins podcast. I'm Chris.
And I'm Kerry.
And we are the Walker Twins. How's everybody doing? We're good.
Doing very swell. Doing swell.
That was for the listeners, but okay.
Yeah, that's what I was like.
As always, we're live. As always, we're broadcasting from the temple with our main man, Sage.
What up?
And we got from episode 1 coming back, Angel. How's it going?
What up, what up, what up, what up?
I know a lot of people are going to be happy to hear you back.
What's going on, world?
Oh, man. This has been a crazy few days. The champ, the greatest, Muhammad Ali, passed away.
It's been a lot of deaths this year.
Yeah, 2016 is
killing
motherfuckers.
Man. He lasted kind of long, though, for what he
did
had.
For Parkinson's.
Man.
Yeah.
You know, I was going to say, I did not know this. No, all joking aside. So, first of all, I really didn't even know what disease he had, real talk. But oddly enough, I was born in 93. He had that even in 91.
Oh, yeah.
So I didn't even know he was, I didn't know he was battling that or he's had that for so long.
Mm-hmm.
It's crazy.
And you just thought he was Harlem shaking this whole time.
Do you know Michael J. Fox has that too?
Yes,
okay.
I don't. Back to the Future, yes. Marty McFly.
But yeah, it's I know somebody who knows him personally, and I asked him like a year ago. I said, "So how's the champ doing?" He's like, "Oh, he's ready to clock out." So apparently he's just been going downhill for a while. It's just staying strong for his family. So shout out to the champ, man, Muhammad Ali.
Yeah, no doubt.
And it's crazy. I was getting word also that Kimbo Slice died. It was weird.
He said it comes in threes,
right?
man. There's going to be one more.
Yeah.
He's kind of young, too.
42.
Man.
Muhammad Ali was 74.
I'm pretty sure, though, there's just some type of effect with all those fighting. Have to do something.
Oh, yeah.
Just like football.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. That's a lot of damage being done.
Too much.
A lot of head trauma, a lot of...
Yeah.
And who knows, them fighters be taking them supplements and them roids and
Or a bet or something.
messing with your body. You
Get
try
all
to stay
charged
relevant. You saw how swole he looked for 42? Come
Yeah.
on.
He just fought not too long ago, I believe.
Yeah. He was still in shape.
Trying to catch him.
And he was doing street fights, so there was no, it wasn't regulated for the longest. Remember he was on YouTube knocking out people.
Yeah. He was going just in backyard brawl.
Yeah. So people would pay him and say, "Hey, I got some guy I want you to fight. Can you come and fight him?" So that's how he was making his living. He was flying all over the country, fighting motherfuckers in their backyards and shit.
I seen
Came up.
David Blaine, the magician,
Mm-hmm.
and on his show he had Kimbo Slice punch him in the stomach as hard as he can, and dude was like a few times. He took it like a G. He's like, "Oh, you're a bad motherfucker."
Damn.
He was just stepping into it.
I got to see that.
Yeah,
I want to see that.
That was brutal.
And so how many ribs did he break?
Nothing, dude. Was fine.
Or was it a fluke for the money?
Illusion.
And then they said, "And cut," and they're like,
It's like, I'm not saying it's magic.
"The black man hit me."
Dude, any real motherfucker would have died off that shit.
Was it a solar plex? Was it kidneys, or was it just abs?
I think it was in the abs.
Okay. See,
But
abs can take a lot more damage than.
But it's different than okay.
Still, I'm down. I'm out for the count, but
it's different than you're in the ring fighting. You're just fighting somebody. Then let somebody juice up and knock the shit out your stomach, dude.
True. I wouldn't do it, but
hell no.
Cares nothing about that UFC, that boxing, ain't about none of that.
I'm not about getting beat up for fun.
He's a wizard, Harry.
Just get your ass whooped. I mean, they make good money, no doubt, but
who?
The fighters. Some of them make good money.
The popular ones do.
Boxers, they make good money.
Okay, boxers get stupid money compared to I heard UFC they're like, "Oh yeah, Conor McGregor made a lot of money. He made $1 million off that fight or something." I was like, "What?" I'm like, Mayweather made $1 million signing the fucking paperwork. The pen he costed
give UFC a few years, and I bet you they be making boxing money because it's gonna take over boxing soon.
I think isn't it Dana White doing that with the money? Because
they're selling
UFC
it.
is selling out.
But they're Dana.
They
So
have much
Dana
more
White
fighters,
and
too.
Dana White and two other guys, they're the owners of
Yeah.
UFC, and the other two guys they're just trying to sell their shares. So we'll see what happens after that.
So UFC's doing bad revenue wise?
No, I think just people just want out.
Oh, okay.
Probably take that money and go do something else. You know, this is
Yeah.
business how they do.
I heard a story today. I heard it from somebody, but he's pretty knowledgeable, that Shane McMahon from WWE wanted to buy UFC when UFC wasn't that big, and Vince McMahon was like, "Man, I ain't buying that." And now look at it.
Yeah.
It's about to pass WWE, but WWE still has a lot of fans.
But would it be the
yeah.
same UFC it is today if they would have bought it?
Yeah, people would have questions. Anything with his hand
Yeah,
on it.
yeah.
That's true. That is very true.
But yeah.
How's your guys' week?
Let's hear from Angel, man. We always talking. How you been?
I'm good. Just, working, slanging, doing my thing.
There you go, man.
Yep. Just, I had my car gone for quite some time. Apparently driving this minivan around, but I like to think of it as a large SUV.
The shagging wagon.
It's funny because I saw a sticker the other day, and it said, you know how it's like, if it's a rockin', don't come knocking. Well, I saw one on I think it was a van, and it says, if it's a rockin', my child has autism.
Oh,
No.
Yeah. And I was
That's
like,
dirty.
right. And so I didn't know whether to laugh or whether to call DCM.
Oh,
see, if I would make a joke like that on stage, I would be in trouble.
wow.
That's crazy. But you did look like you had that minivan. I was like, whose shit is this?
Your Mexican side really was coming out on that one.
Man, it's either that or the bus.
Did you have the horn that go? "Pa, pa, 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 pa"?
I was like, who's blasting Gucci
No,
Man
that's-
out this minivan?
That's my original car.
Did they run out of Astro vans or something?
That's what it looked like. It looked like a new Astro van. The Astro van?
Man, even I would have taken the Astro van, not this car.
That's in your DNA. Of course you would.
Yeah, so I finally got my car back, and it's nice.
You got your sexy back.
Yes. And it is also very nice.
So I thought when you rent it, so you got into an accident and they give you a rental car. I thought they try to give you something that's similar to your car. So now
No,
you're logging.
man, see-
now you're lugging this big ass van around, paying extra gas.
Exactly. I was not looking.
What if you don't even know how to drive a big
I was
car?
going
like
to say that.
Well, you know
Gotta
what?
Speak up.
No, see, the thing is I said the same thing too. I'm like, man, I'm used to 28 to 32 miles per gallon. Then they got me this Dodge over here where it's like, dude, God forbid I
12.
God forbid I just want to go and pass somebody. I already used up half my tank.
They're going to be like, it's either this or the bus. You be like, give me the van.
Right? That's what I'm saying. The Pace bus.
No, that's
The
just
green
ridiculous.
limousine and shit.
That's like when when you go and rent a truck. Like there's classes and special licenses for people to drive trucks, but they give us civilians the keys to a 30-foot truck to go move. Like that doesn't make sense.
Yep.
Well, let me tell you that it's unfortunate because after having dealt with Enterprise for a long battle of 2 months, I come to realize that every time I need a rental, they don't got no cars, which
They
means people don't know how to drive because they're always gonna have to give somebody a rental. Or if that is the case, like yes, I'm sure people are coming to visit and need it, but this business that I'm going through that's fixing my car is affiliated with Enterprise, where they're always giving people in car accidents rentals every time.
But 2 months to fix a car, like they could have made a brand new car in 2 months. What the hell was wrong with your car?
Dude, there was some shady
Was it
stuff.
totaled?
No,
They
that's the
should've
thing. It
totaled
was they were pulling some shady stuff. And shout out to my dad, but he's always trying to look after me and say, okay, is the car looking like this? Is the car looking like that? And then I'm like, I tell him, I said, you need to make sure this is fixed because I'm going to check my sources to make sure it's fixed. And sure enough, I took it to the Nissan dealership and they said, nah, your axle's bent and they haven't fixed it.
Wow.
So now they had to keep the car again after everything was already said and done. They had to open up the case and they're like, I told you I was going to get it checked out. And you had to have this linger.
Wow.
But, you know, it's been a long journey, but I've made my destination.
Have you taken it back to see if everything was fine?
No, I just got it today. So it's a special day today. I'm back at the Walker Twiins podcast, and I have my baby back.
Nice. That's why you wasn't
Catch a
showing
baby
up?
back.
Oh, man. Kerry, how was your week?
My week was normal, but I would like to share something that happened to one of my coworkers. Now, this dude, he's like a little shorter than me probably, but probably like 100 pounds less. Little skinny dude. Lives on the south side. Okay. Since January, this guy has been robbed 3 times.
Damn.
Whoa.
Or,
Yeah, I didn't know.
almost robbed 3 times, and 2 by gunpoint.
His life's a mess.
Now, you look at him, he's like the most non-threatening dude ever.
That's why he's getting around.
And yeah, I guess, but so this guy in January, he got robbed at gun. He just sold him his phone that day, and then he went home, and less than 2 hours later, his phone was gone. They stole his phone. Okay.
Oh, they're targeting. He's a target.
Yeah.
They're targeting him.
A couple weeks ago,
There you go.
he's walking, and he passes a porch full of dudes, and
You see, that's why he's going wrong already. Timeout.
they just yell, "Get him!" and they start running after him, and he ran and got away.
Timeout.
So then a couple days ago, he's walking, okay, and he sees like a 15, 16, and they're all like teenagers messing with him. He sees like a 15, 16-year-old kid, right, across the street, and the guy he crosses the street with them, and he's like, hey, and flashed a gun at him. He's like, give me your cell phone. So he's like, man, whatever. He gave him the cell phone. And dude started walking away. He's like, I need your phone password. What's the pin to your phone?
Oh.
You know? Because you ain't really know you could do. It's an iPhone. There's really nothing you could do if you don't have that, the lock, the pin. So he tells him a fake one. And then starts walking off. And dude's like, it ain't work. Come back. So dude gets all the way close to him, right, with his phone in his hand and a gun in his hand. My coworker goes after the gun, right? So now they're
I
wrestling.
went after the phone.
So now they're wrestling. I would have went after the gun too, probably. Man.
I was joking.
So they start
This is
wrestling.
intense.
Yeah, they start wrestling. The gun drops, right? And the phone drops. He picks up the gun and fires the gun 3 times at the dude. But there's no bullets in the gun.
Oh, wow.
Wow.
And the kid, who tried to rob him was like, hey, give me that gun back. And he's like, nah, you ain't getting this gun back. And then the kid ended up just leaving because there ain't really nothing to do.
Wow.
So he goes to the gas station and then calls the police and end up finding his phone. But how crazy was that gun was loaded? He would have killed the nigga that day.
Wow.
He said after he
Self-defense, yeah.
after he shot the gun, he looked at the bottom was empty.
Mm-hmm.
But then the cop said there was one in the chamber. So either the safety was on or it jammed on him. I don't know, but I was like, dude, you lucky.
Grace of.
I was like, you lucky. So I'm like, you didn't want them nightmares.
Oh, man.
Dude, it would have been a wrap at that moment.
And that's the whole problem that's going on in Chicago. If any listeners that are not from Chicago, we have a huge gun violence going on here. It's like 1,000 people has been shot, or maybe more than that. I'm not sure.
Dude, I think Memorial Day weekend alone was like 68 shot.
Yeah.
Something like that.
But so the guy takes the empty gun away from him, and he runs away. So, if you're really big and bad, you should have fought for that gun.
That's what I thought was gonna happen.
Yeah, I think he just gave up after a while because he said the whole.
Because he knew he was going to get a violation for losing that gun.
Yeah, that's exactly what I said. He's like, I don't know why you want the gun so bad. I was like, yeah, it was. He need to return that motherfucker. Mm-hmm. That's why they probably beat his ass when he got home.
And for anybody who's trying to steal phones, it's so obsolete to steal a phone in the year 2016. Like, why? Like, all you gotta do is make one phone call to your phone company, and it's a brick. I know we got 2 phone guys here. It's true, right? Mm-hmm. There's no point of pretty much stealing the phone nowadays. You can probably not even a credit card. If the person has cash, that's your best option.
Yeah, I don't know.
But I thought that was crazy.
That is crazy. That's a crazy story of the week.
That is a crazy story. Sage, any crazy stories for you? Or anything you would like to talk about?
I might have like a Sage rant. I don't know right now. I saw X-Men this week.
Uh-oh.
I was like,
rant.
Don't give away
not
any
a
spoilers.
not a Kanye rant,
Sage,
but a Sage rant.
What grinds your gears, Sage?
You want to know what's grinding my gears right now? I'm like, again, let's flash back to one of our episodes where we did the top 5 cartoons, and X-Men was in there because X-Men is like one of my favorite ever, right. Stories, everything. And I go and see this movie, and I was really expecting like an amazing written movie, and this movie was just hot garbage. It was hot garbage. It was a hot mess. A hot whatever adjective you want to use.
It was hot fire.
It was hot fire. It was just a terrible movie. I'm not going to give it away. No spoilers, but it was a terrible movie. A lot of plot holes.
Those are bad in Chicago. Oh, plot holes. Never mind.
I was really upset. I took my little sister. I asked her. She was like, "Yeah, it was okay." I'm like, I just wasted all this. We could have watched this bootleg. You know what I mean? I give that movie, if we ever started renting movies and we started rating movies, the lowest of the low is like not watch, but next above not watch is bootleg. I give this a bootleg.
I wish I had more hands. It won't be 4 thumbs down.
It won't be a Sage pick.
It's not a Sage pick, and it's X-Men, which is really, really disappointing.
Wow. That means go and write your own X-Men script, man.
I'm about to say,
that's good.
I got the wrong people.
I think I might have to do that.
Wrong people in the industry.
I really think that's what's gonna have to happen. I'm just gonna have to write it. That's all, because they're killing X-Men, or they just need to give it to Marvel. Fox needs to give up the rights to X-Men and just give it to Marvel and let Marvel do its thing like it's doing.
And it sucks because like now what's going on in Hollywood these days is a lot of adaptations. So you're gonna see a lot of these people are gonna feel hurt watching these movies and stuff because it's not gonna live up to the potential as the book or comic book or a remake or whatever. But
the thing is, it was just, I don't care if it was an X-Men movie. It could have been a love movie. How they wrote this movie was terrible. The character, there was no character development. Man, it was just, I don't care. I understand like some people like.
Too many characters.
Huh?
Too many characters.
It could have been that, but Civil War did a good job with all those characters. It all came together. No,
Well, yeah, you're right.
And they did a good job with all those characters.
In that defense, though, how many movies did it take them to build those characters, though?
X-Men has 6 movies before this.
Yeah, but
5 movies before this one.
It's kind of still, but it wasn't. They had individual movies. It was like Iron Man, Captain America, Spider-Man. So you had time. We all knew those.
Because they're a package deal, that's why.
So
I
know that, but still.
In bulk.
I think they just wanted a new old movie, if that makes any sense.
Yeah.
They wanted
it was kind of like they were doing the same thing over.
Right. So they wanted something to resemble, of course, X-Men, but have all the characters in it, but they wanted a new story. I guess you can say maybe.
Yeah, you
I saw it too. I thought it was okay. I'm not as I'm an X-Men fan, and of course not as big as Sage, so it didn't affect me like it's affecting him right now.
right now, yeah, right. This has been an ongoing. It's been affecting me since I watched it.
For example, like my
you
movie.
can't sleep at night.
For example, my movie is The Watchmen, and Angel asked me some bullshit ass question earlier. I said, Angel, don't you ever bring that up to me ever again in life? But because that's my movie, you know, like that's, you know, I understand, you know.
I asked one
Just
question.
like if I asked him a silly question about Scarface, he would be probably upset, you know.
Yeah, that's how I feel about all the X-Men movies for the most part. Just like, man, they're
I still
just
love you though, Angel. It's okay.
You live and you learn.
But yeah, that was my week basically.
Nice. How about you, Chris?
My week's been decent. I bought a ukulele.
Nice.
It's different.
I wasn't expecting that from you.
Yeah, you know what?
We got a lot of surprises lately. Like the twin expert is just like being very surprised lately in these podcasts.
You know what it is? I've always wanted to learn an instrument, and I'm always intrigued by like the strings, like the guitar and ukulele, bass, and stuff like that. It's so complicated to me because I'm like slow when it comes to using both my hands at the same time for doing two different things instead of like shooting a basketball or, you know, lifting weights or something. So having one that's doing the same motion, dork. Unless you do it clockwise, kind of clockwise.
Or
Wax on. But so it's complicated. It took me like a day to learn how to strum and all this stuff. Well, I'm excited to have it.
To try to what?
Strum.
Oh,
So, you know, it's definitely not like a Guitar Hero.
you know, and the word ukulele is fun. That's a funny word. And so you're gonna be playing the ukulele now. Are you gonna do it on your sets, your comedy sets? You're gonna bring the ukulele
I
up?
don't think I'll ever be that good. It's one of those things
You
like
can do
I'm
a set. You can
I'm
do
the
like
type of
a-
person who like I've all my life, like any sport you introduce me to, I've gotten it right away. So as an adult trying to learn how to do different things and I can't get it on the first try, it's very frustrating. Like very frustrating. Like instead of going on YouTube and looking like the basics, I was like, so how do I play Hakuna Matata? Yeah. I went straight into that and I was like,
Nah.
maybe I should learn some chords and
Right.
Nah.
and then I realized I didn't know how to strum, so that took a day. But we shall see. I've
ukulele.
been trying to do an hour of practice every day.
all right,
dope.
guys. Put how many week? What's your number of how many weeks it'll take before Chris gives up on the ukulele? Sage,
And
what's
the
your
bets
number?
are now.
I'm gonna give it 8
8.
weeks.
Angel,
6.
I give it 3.
Weeks?
3 weeks?
Yeah.
Wow.
I don't think
you
I-
already had it a week, right, or something?
Yeah, I don't think
This
I'll
week.
ever give up on it. I mean, it might take me long to actually learn how to play, but I'm not trying to be a professional ukulele player, you know?
You know, every time you like hit a punchline, you can like have your ukulele on, go. Ding-ding-ding-ding. No.
Maybe we should stick
That
to
might
the
be fun.
comedy. No, just kidding. No, I don't.
That might be your shtick.
It's
Kudos
been
to
done.
you. Kudos to you because I actually have thought about investing into a piano. I want to teach
You
myself how to
should.
play the
Oh,
piano.
maybe we can get like a band going.
We're gonna pick a
Oh.
band, making the band right now.
Kerry can play the triangle. He'll quit in 4 weeks.
Longer than you.
The triangle.
But it took me like an hour to learn how to tune the goddamn thing. Like,
Multiply that.
it's just one of those things that, of course, I'm not a prodigy in the instrument, so I'm just gonna have to learn like everybody else.
Well,
It's either that or learn a language.
Sage can play the flute or learn how to play the flute, but he plays with one every night.
Ho! Sage, what instrument did you used to play, Sage?
One time in band camp, no. No, I used to play the trumpet.
The trumpet.
I played the trumpet for a while, but I used to get this red ring around my lips, and I was kind of done.
That's what it was from.
Yeah.
Sure.
Yeah, it was terrible. It was terrible. I couldn't be walking around like that. Couldn't
Played
walk
the
around.
trumpet last week too, buddy, huh?
Yeah, you played it with me, I thought.
That was Carrie he was talking about. Oh man. So let's jump into what's been a hot topic
Everywhere is talking about this.
everywhere.
I think I heard more talk about this than like
Anything else?
presidential stuff lately.
Yeah.
Oh, really?
Up in Cincinnati, this lady brought her, son to the zoo.
That's right.
And somehow, some way, I think the bigger story should be
How?
what ninja skills does this kid have
Hold on, he survived.
to jump?
No
into-
injuries.
I'm more
12
impressed
feet.
that he got all the way down to the fucking pit or whatever you
12
call it.
feet.
12 feet,
He was 4 years old.
12 feet deep,
beast. If I jump down from 12 feet,
breaking some shit.
dude,
Game over.
I'm donezo.
I'm re-tearing my ACL.
What am I gonna do
Game
with my
over.
legs?
Yeah, then it'll take us a year to heal.
I get out of my bed wrong way and I'm hurting.
He made it 12 feet. Fine.
And then the gorilla started dragging him like you dragging laundry bags across the floor when it gets too
He
heavy.
mopped the floor with him.
No, but look, man, he was protecting him at first, and then all of a sudden, the distraught ladies, screaming like hell just broke loose. Hell, yeah, if you're trying to protect something, yeah, he grabbed them. We got to get out of here. These ladies, it's pandemonium. We got to get out of here.
So for those of y'all don't know, and if y'all don't know, y'all must not
Right.
have any type of TV, social media, or friends. But they end up shooting and killing the gorilla.
2016.
It's hot in the streets.
Rest in peace, Kimbo, Muhammad Ali, and the gorilla.
Hombre, what was it?
I don't know. It's something like that.
Harambe, the gorilla.
Gorilla. Finito.
And so maybe that's the third one. The third.
Maybe that was the third.
It started
We
off-
did get
it
three.
started off with
Damn.
Hombre. Harambre.
Lost 3 black soldiers this
Damn.
week. Now the question, there's a lot of questions I keep hearing.
Whose fault
Whose fault is it? And did they have to kill the gorilla? Now, if that was your child that fell down there, which we're not that slow to let our kids go down there, but that's not the point.
Besides the point.
Hypothetically.
Right.
If that was your child that fell in there, would you want them to kill the gorilla?
You kind of almost have to kill the gorilla. You kind of have to, because that trank takes some minutes
And they said,
to start working.
and that's the one thing they said they didn't tranquilize it because it could have agitated the gorilla.
They probably would have pissed him off.
First, it took him 10 minutes to get the gun.
Hit
I
his
heard.
ass with some rhino tranquilizer. Maybe be a different story.
No, he got
elephant
upset.
tranquilizer wouldn't go through.
It makes them more mad. Have you, like,
And some of them, it's like, how some people can get tasered or pepper sprayed and have no effect.
mm-hmm.
I think the tranquilizers work like that too. So you don't want to piss off the gorilla and then he's just beating the shit out the kid. But if that was my kid, shoot that gorilla down.
Yeah. Since it wasn't my kid, I saw that the gorilla was protecting the damn kid from, I think, the other
So if you
gorillas.
saw that gorilla dragging
But-
your kid around, you're gonna be like, "Oh, he's just protecting my son."
I would have told the people to shut the freak up.
So if you saw the gorilla
So what they
mopping
were-
the floor with your kid, doing chores with your kid, you're just gonna be like,
No.
don't
So
shoot
look,
him.
this is what I was explaining. So since it wasn't my kid, that's what I'm saying. I saw him protecting the kid, right? He was trying to get the kid away from these screaming, out of control ladies. But if it was
Mommy's
my,
right here.
but if it was my kid, I think we need to get rid of him because we don't want him to snap
I love
off.
all the parents that said I would have jumped in.
No.
Not only you
No.
shut the front door.
You're not
'cause
jumping
you're-
in?
Ain't nobody.
No,
That was a silverback, wasn't it?
that's a 400-pound gorilla. A gorilla can crush a coconut with his one hand.
Yeah.
You're gonna no.
And we need
fuck
a
that kid.
knife. We need to go.
That's what I'm saying.
I can make more
Shoot
kids. I
that
can't make more of me.
In a situation like that, when you have no control, you have to hope for the best.
Yeah,
Like, that was my kid. Like,
you
honestly,
gotta say, shoot the
I would have seen
motherfucker.
this motherfucker. I'm like, look, he's gonna grow up to be the next goddamn Tarzan. Like, I'm cool with it.
Giving that one up, taking that L.
Like,
It's
it
taking a
is
Meek
what it
Mill.
is. Like, he's gonna speak their language. Planet of the Apes is coming through this bitch. Like,
Taking the Meek Mill.
we live in America. In America, we do not negotiate with terrorists. With hostage situations,
See,
we don't negotiate with them.
If that
dead,
If that would have happened at Lincoln Park Zoo, Chicago, the gorilla been killed in 2 seconds with all the guns these motherfuckers have out here.
And
There
you
would have been
know
no
what?
waiting for the
I
for the employees.
I know people like to blame the mom. The mom had multiple kids with her. It's not an excuse. I get it. But I put my baby down in the living room, and that motherfucker's so quick. She crawled all the way to the kitchen and eating dog food. I'm like, what are you doing? Like, it was like 2 seconds. These little motherfuckers is fast, man.
You need to pay attention.
Yeah, but there's no gorillas in your
I
house.
was gonna say, right? Good thing you don't
You're still like, okay, this is home.
But the zoo-
She can't do much at home.
I
Like,
went to the zoo in Tampa a couple months ago. Every exhibit was easy to get into that motherfucker. It's not hard. It's not hard. And if you have an adult retarded person, they can easily go in there easily. They just crawl it because they don't know. Oh, I want to go pet the cat. And it's a fucking tiger.
nah.
Dude, I'm telling you, this shit is not that.
I've been to a few zoos where it was like, this is kind of shady.
Oh, I'm
but-
not saying that, but
Yeah. Look at.
I think us at 4-year-olds at 4 years old would be like, no, that's a gorilla. We don't go by those. Not, let's go to the gorilla.
I went to Lincoln Park Zoo, and the lion was pissed off, and then they got a glass like window where you can go face to face with the fucking lion, and he's growling at everybody. Everybody's taking selfies with that shit. No, if that glass would have broke. He was like, you don't tap the glass like the fish tank. You don't do that.
Oh, I just saw Deuce Bigelow.
You like, first of all, of course, a zoo is like
Prison.
animal jail anyway.
Right.
And it's like, of course, we all enjoy the zoo, but at the same, in the back of our heads, we're like, damn, this is fucked up. You
Like
know
they
what
need
I'm
to be
saying?
out in the wild somewhere.
Right. You know, like, what?
Protected in the wild.
I can understand if it was like,
They got it. Sometimes they got it good, you know. I mean,
Yeah,
some of them
because how
people-
about when they're extinct and they?
That's what I'm
you
saying.
know,
you know?
That's why I said
the
protected in the
circle
wild.
of life.
animals like
That's just how.
fucking 3 hots in a cot.
But, okay, so it costs, like, when they're feeding the walruses, I said, oh, they eat a lot. They said, yeah, they eat $100,000 worth of freaking lettuce a year.
100 grand.
$100,000
Of lettuce.
Chocolate bar.
of lettuce.
Is a chocolate bar named 100 grand?
Yeah, that-
Yeah.
Is it even a chocolate
that's a
bar?
lot of money.
Yeah, that is.
for a free zoo, that is a lot of money.
But this zoo wasn't free. This zoo was like
Why
$30.
don't we throw our homeless people in zoos and feed them $100K worth of food?
Message.
Homeless people are not going to entertain us.
Some of them will.
Are you gonna
Bum
Yes,
fights? Bum fights.
Are you gonna go pay to see homeless people?
God no.
Right, exactly. We're gonna
You
go.
don't pay it.
I roll the window and lock
some-
the
some
doors
zoos
when I
do.
see.
I mean,
I
Lincoln
pretend
Park
like I'm
did
on my
that.
phone. Like I'm on my phone.
I don't make eye contact. It's like the sun.
Get burned away.
I give them dirty looks. I just got screwed over so many times. My bones that I don't even pay attention.
You've been burned one too many times.
Got some change? Yep, not for you. Or by my job, it's like the whole block is like homeless row. Like everybody want to ask for change, so I just act like I'm talking on the phone sometimes. Just so I don't talk. They leave me alone.
I was on the phone talking, and some dude walks into me in the parking lot. Hey man, you got $1? I said, I am on the phone. That is very rude. No, I do not have $1 for you. Do not come up to me when I'm on the phone. You don't know what this phone call is about. I could just find out somebody died right now. You're asking me for $1? No. Who the fuck
Okay,
does that?
What you should have gave his ass was a damn job application.
Damn.
So when they say, what is this? You can tell him a future motherfucker.
Hold some job applications on you
Yes,
just in
carry
case.
some
Pass them
damn
out.
job applications. When they say, here you go.
I feel
They're gonna
much
tear
better just looking at them.
No, they're gonna tear it up. Say I'm living the
Just not
life.
looking at them. I don't know.
Hey, I'm cool standing under the bridge.
Man, get away from me.
How they all get tents?
They
How do they afford tents?
They got tents now. I saw that.
But think about it.
Maybe they were.
You're
given
homeless,
tents. It was
right?
Donated.
You get money here and there.
Rent free.
What's the first thing you're gonna buy when you get enough money? I would get a tent. Besides food,
alcohol, drugs.
Hookers.
it's actually a smart investment. But it'd be smarter to buy like a one-way ticket to California or Arizona, somewhere hot. If you're gonna be a homeless person, be homeless somewhere where you got to be in the snow and the rain all the time.
I got a story for you guys. If we're talking about homeless people,
No, we weren't.
my dad's friend knows this homeless guy in New York City. So the summer times he goes to New York City and pretends like he's homeless. And he made so much money pretending like he was homeless that he bought a mansion in Jamaica. So in the winters he goes back to Jamaica in his mansion, and then he goes back in the summertime.
That's
he goes to New
fucked
York.
up.
Like, this is a real story. This is not made up. Like,
I need to see a
actual.
documentary on that.
That's crazy.
That's like very like. Even
That's not
serious.
speculation. That's like firsthand information. Like,
And that's
Yeah,
why I
but
don't give him no money.
How long did
Yep.
it take? How long did it take?
I forget.
See,
It was a while ago.
If this is like 20 years in the making, like, I'm cool.
No, I don't think he was homeless in the first place. I think he was just coming in the summer, coming here and just
Yeah,
like
he
living
just-
outside in the summer.
What is what I'm saying? Like, I need my facts.
Man, there's some days where those motherfuckers got more change in the cup than I have in my pocket. More
Man.
money in there. I'm like, dude, can I have some money? I'm like, can I have some?
Like, at least empty that shit out. Make it look like you haven't got nothing.
They be having like,
Well, I see a $5 bill in there.
They
I got
got the-
$2 in the account.
Got the damn big gulp.
Oh, you know what pisses me off? When people like hold up traffic or try to cut over lanes to give somebody fucking money. That pisses me off. Like, really bad. Because you're
life's green.
right. Like, go and fucking do a U-turn. Fucking
Pull over and walk over to them.
something. And most of them are probably fucking filming it so they can put it on their Facebook. Look what I did today. I gave this homeless person some money. Oh.
Can't stand those people. Oh, you know what they should do though? They were smart. If I was like the mayor and wanted to get more money, I would tell the cops to dress up as homeless people and catch all those people texting on the red lights.
oh, you're sinister.
Pull over. Gotcha.
I think I think getting a mansion in Jamaica is worse than that.
I fear sometimes because I'm like, what if that's true? Like I be
Isn't that
thinking in my own
entrapment?
head, and I'm like,
That's what I was thinking. Entrapment.
Can't do
No. How? You're setting. It's not like you're
that.
saying.
Setting people up.
No, you're not. You're not.
They
But
set
that's
themselves
that's,
up.
that's a sting. It's not like you're saying, "Hey, why don't you go text on your? Can you look up something on your phone for me? Sure. Got you. That's entrapment.
It's a sting I wish not to participate in.
it'd just be dirty, wouldn't it?
That'd be real
I
dirty.
get worried sometimes. I be in my paranoid state. I'm like, what if there's an undercover
That'd
cop?
be sinister.
I heard there's a underworld of bums. Like there's like you'll see 5 bums and they all work for like the same guy, so they give like a percentage, pretty much like a pimp.
There's
of
a
bums.
bum king.
Wow.
Bum King.
It's like an underground world of this shit. Like that's I've heard it. I
And
heard
what do
this
they do?
from,
They
like,
steal or
A
something?
secret
Or what do they
society
do?
of bums.
They just collect money for them?
Think
collect
about
money. Yeah,
Think about it. You
you
see
get
it-
protection. They probably have a place to stay and stuff like that. Food.
I can believe in that because you see how many bums there is when the sun's out and the sun goes away and these bums just disappear.
Mhm.
Like, where are they sleeping?
Yeah, they do disappear. It's like they're doing some night crawler, like, gone.
There's been some dude on the corner of Devon and McCormick been there for years.
Well, he's probably not part of the team.
Yeah, there's been this.
He come in. He used to go into Home Depot and buy like hot hands and toasty toes, like you know those hand
Yeah,
warmers and
yeah.
shit,
Wow.
like by the box.
It's professional, just bums.
That's what I'm saying. They're living the good life, rent free, chilling. Don't got
But like
a
what
boss.
Carrie said, why don't you just move out where it's hot all the time?
Probably because they got somewhere to sleep.
Yeah, that's true. They probably got a family at home and shit.
Have you ever seen?
Imagine.
I seen an intersection one time and there was like 4 bums. It was a 4-way intersection. There was a bum on every freaking intersection, like collecting money. I'm like, God darn it!
I just feel bad for the honest people that are homeless, like for honest situations. You know what I mean? That some stuff really messed up and they're really out there.
What about the honest bums?
the honest bums?
Like, what about the bums that sit there and
feel bad
say,
for them.
like, they have the sign up and it's like money for weed or something? Like, does this sound messed up? Like,
They're not bums. They're just people looking for free money for weed.
Yeah, but I mean,
That's
you know,
not your first. Weed is not your first priority when you're starving in the streets.
Oh, of course not. But you got those people who are lazy. I feel like maybe society. Okay, there's a guy who's a bum. Like, I'm homeless. I'm shelterless. I'm jobless. and the list goes on and on and on. And probably you won't, like you said, think twice to look at him. You see a dude smiling, bummy as hell, saying money for weed or money for liquor or some catchy ass slogan on his cardboard.
Oh, sometimes that's kind of honest. Some of those guys are honest. Like, hey, I'm taking this money.
And dude, those are the guys who get money. Those are the guys.
Because people think it's comical. Like, oh, he's just being honest. He really just wants weed. So
That's
you're
what I'm
really
saying.
an accessory to a crime.
Right.
There's a sting. There's a sting operation for you, Carrie.
I still don't give them money.
Trap
Yeah.
bums.
If you really want to help them out, if they say I'm hungry, say, hey, you want to give him your leftovers from the car or something.
It's kind of like don't teach a man to fish, don't go fish for him type of thing.
Yeah.
Like help them out so it'll be long lasting.
Mm-hmm. I saw a guy get out of his car to go to his trunk to give a bum like a I guess he had like a 12-pack of like Dr. Pepper. Like, oh, you want a Dr. Pepper? Like, I was like, can I get a Dr. Pepper too since you're holding up traffic? He gave me a Dr. Pepper.
Chris don't like traffic.
Oh, you just said ask for real?
He gave me that. He was like,
Chris will slap somebody for a Dr. Pepper.
I will.
Chris ain't playing in that traffic either.
No, man, I just
To get out the way.
ain't nobody got time for that. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Luda.
I hate when people hold you up for their bullshit. You know?
Very inconsiderate.
It is. Like
Inconsiderate.
when people like hold up traffic so they can get to the left lane because they're all in the right lane and they gotta make it left. You know what? Take that L, go to the next street, bust a U-turn, whatever it is. That's what I do. I don't try to cut through people, risk my life and other people's lives just so I can get somewhere 2 minutes earlier. No.
You know what pissed me off when people drag to turn in to like McDonald's?
Oh my
You
God.
just get extra pissed off. And you're like, of course, you fat motherfucker want to get to McDonald's.
Yes, always.
But
That's how
and then you
What's
go to-
taking so long? Like you're
then
in
you
slow
be at
motion.
McDonald's like the next day. but it just you find an excuse to get mad at them like for driving slow.
Just like when somebody take that yellow light and you gotta make a left hand turn, you're like, oh, you bitch. But you be the first one to make that left hand turn too.
Look, I swear, you know how like it's called 30 frames per second, like TV and movies are kind of like. I swear, like how we have reality, how like we see reality with our eyes or whatever, how our brain processes images. I swear, there's some people out here that are like running on like 10 frames per second, like those people turning into like life is moving a little slower than I think normal, and I think it's fast to them. But it's slow to us because I think their frames per second is just a little slower than the normal frames per second. I've been really working on this theory.
Man, I heard this messed up story out of Stanford. This kid, he's a swimmer for Stanford, right? Got caught raping a girl, like D in the V, raping a girl, right? And goes to court, and the judge gives him 6 months of jail.
Wow.
Talking about jail would have a severe impact on him. That he has potential for other stuff.
I heard that too. I saw that.
This is the weakest bullshit I've ever heard. Now, you look at this picture, of course, blonde hair, blue eye, white guy. Okay. Jail's going to have a severe impact on anybody. You can use that excuse for any type of case.
What you don't know or what you didn't read is that him and the judge were in the same Aryan Brotherhood. That's why.
Probably.
Look,
But
it's called case law. I forgot what it's exactly. Can't you like use arguments from other cases?
Give me
So you can use this argument.
Give me his
now.
lawyer.
But
Give me his lawyer.
I
yes.
1,000% disagree with that because what about that girl? How do you think she feels?
Yeah.
Her life is, she's, you know.
Well, here's a quote
It's
from
not
the
gonna be
girl.
right.
You took away my worth, my privacy, my energy, my time, my safety, my intimacy, my confidence, my own voice until today, she said, reportedly directly to Turner. I am a human being who has been irreversibly hurt, and yet it's Turner who would be severely impacted in his sentencing. Like, this is like the most messed up thing ever. But if that guy was Hispanic or black, Asian, you know, Middle Eastern,
Double life sentences.
just any shade darker than he was, they wouldn't see the light.
Guantanamo Bay.
But he gets 6 months in jail, like,
I don't think he's gonna make it after that 6 months.
dude.
No, that's why people killed.
No, I'm saying when he gets out, I don't know how long he's gonna make it.
You get parking tickets and go to jail for longer than that.
Dude, you could jaywalk and go jail for longer than that.
But I hope the citizens of that county or wherever they're at don't reelect that judge in. Because why would you want? You just put a rapist out there back on the streets. Now, what if this guy what if this is the beginning?
Or what was the first? That was the first time he got caught.
Right. It was exactly. What if he's in his like killing animal stages and now he's gonna be a serial killer? Like,
But what if he's a serial rapist?
Right.
Like, he's just been raping people for the longest, like Bill Cosby and these girls, and he's getting away with it because he's white, 20 something year old. Talk about jail will have a severe impact on him. No shit. That's what it's supposed to go to jail for.
exactly.
Yeah, that's crazy.
6 months. 6 months is insulting for a lifetime worth of damage. It's insulting.
I'm not even surprised though, and that's sad. I'm not surprised to hear.
I read that and that pissed me off. Now, as a person who's seen every episode of Law and Order SVU, they didn't even do no bullshit like that on that show.
Watch it be an episode.
I bet next season is gonna start off with that shit.
Watch it be an episode.
It could be an uproar.
But that you know what? That happens. That happened a couple times. It was a billionaire who got caught doing something, and the judge said that that being in jail would be too much. Like, it's not fair to him to go to jail with quote unquote real criminals who done real crimes and stuff like that. Like, a crime's a crime. Like, if you know, like, it's so cliche, but don't do the crime if you can't do the time.
He says, I think he will not be a danger to others. He was a danger to
He
this
already
girl.
was. But now he's gonna be treated like the guy who Bartman from the Cubs game. Like, you're gonna have to move to another state and change your identity.
Now, I will say the girl had a blood alcohol level 3 times the legal limit at the time of the rape. And had,
But if he did 6 months, how do we know that's true?
right. And she had no memory of the attack.
Usually when people get raped, they're passed out fucking drunk.
Either way, she was not consenting,
right.
and still.
Was she consenting if she was drunk?
Dude, you don't sleep with a drunk girl. I try to tell people this. I try to tell people who are close to me and people who will listen. Like, even if it's my girlfriend, I don't have drunk sex with her because you just never know. Like, that'd be the day she's like, "Oh, okay, baby, I want to try something new." Choke the shit out of me, and then she comes to while you choking her and say, "What are you doing? Come on, man, you don't do that." It's just go jag off or something, man. It's corny. It's a corny looking dude who's on a swim team, so he's probably used to wearing Speedos, has every hair on his fucking body shaved. So he was probably not used to getting no pussy. I'm sorry. And then he went and took advantage of this girl.
Either way, I don't care how drunk she was. I do not care. 6 months, man. I would do a hell of a crime if I'm gonna get 6 months. Let me go rob some motherfuckers for 6 months.
Oh, go rob your friend. Your coworker. Call back.
Be careful. He might still have the gun.
Bullshit though. 6 months.
Did you hear what happened at USCLA? Not too far from Stanford, maybe a few hours.
Yeah,
student-
dude shot up the school, right?
He shot his teacher and then shot himself for a bad grade.
Was he white?
I didn't do my research on this one.
It's a good question.
But
Do we have to ask?
That's a good question.
He shot up the school. He shot his teacher and he shot himself.
What's the point?
Right, like you don't honestly like if you at that point in your life, why you gotta feel
He
the
just
need
wanted
to
to
take
stick it to him.
why you gotta feel the need to take somebody else's life? Like just end your own miserable life.
Well,
I'm not saying I'm for suicide by all means, please, but I am saying like if it's gone to that point, if you really feel there's nothing left,
then why do you have a T-shirt that says "I'm all for suicide"?
it's
I'm just kidding.
it's for the Suicide Squad movie.
But I get what you're saying, and you're gonna get. I mean, teachers piss me off. Don't get me wrong. You think you deserve a grade but you don't shoot somebody for it.
There's only 2 options in this. If you have to shoot somebody,
Extra credit.
you just shoot one of you guys. Shoot the teacher and then say, "Yeah, I shot that motherfucker because he gave me a bad grade," or shoot yourself because you're upset to have a bad grade. Like, what's the point of doing both?
Wanted to stick it
I'd
to
have
him.
kneecapped him so he can still change the grade because
Oh,
the
and
kid just died with an F now.
Hold on,
in.
and his either his wife, or his fiance, his significant other was dead too.
I don't know. It probably is an excuse. Maybe they had like some secret.
Maybe there's more to this.
Yeah, maybe they had some secret fling going on. It was just more.
Maybe she screwed him over, and he's like, "This is now this motherfucker gave me an F. I'm not having it."
Maybe the world is just going crazy like it's always been. Because what was like that guy who killed like 9 people in a purge style, like
Yeah.
massacre?
Well, once Trump gets elected, we gonna be in the purge.
It's just ridiculous.
It's getting a little crazy out here.
It is crazy, and we're living in a city where people are getting shot every day.
You get shot every day, B.
That's why we gotta tell jokes.
Exactly.
Lighten up the mood a little bit.
You know, like I don't want to seem insensitive for making jokes about sensitive issues, but you have to do that. That's you have to enjoy the life that we're living now. And
But at the same time, man, a lot of these people who are getting shot, some of them are just innocent people, and some of them egg the other person on. You know, it's a previous beef. People want to get into fights and beef with each other and not realize, like, this shit can get real.
but don't you notice in Chicago, they're like, oh, 66 people shot. Oh, that's it. But because it's gang related retaliation stuff like that, so it's just like we're just gonna like we're gonna chalk this up to just gang shit, and then like when they're shooting at a one gang member, miss and hit a 7-year-old girl, that's when you get the headlines. Oh, the 7-year-old girl got shot.
Well, you notice there's been more shootings on the highway.
And I'll tell you why, because it's easier to get away. So they follow somebody until they get on the highway, shoot at them, and then drive away.
When they saying like they're like what, like like 8 shootings on 90 or something?
19 on the expressway in Chicago this year.
That is crazy.
They're gonna have to come up with a new model because click it or ticket ain't gonna help with that.
Everybody got guns. Everybody. I got a gun. Like, you know, and there's been times where I've had the gun on me and people will try. I'm like, dude, stop. Like, no. It's a regular thing in Chicago. People getting shot. and it's getting closer and closer to home. At first, it's like, oh man, now it's getting to, man, I know that, like, I know somebody who knows somebody who knows that guy. And it's like, I know somebody who that's that person's cousin. Next is gonna be like, I know that person.
I think a lot of these people put themselves in these situations though to get shot.
For sure.
Like,
People still getting shot.
There's just certain things. Like, don't be in certain areas at night. Like, I told my coworker, like, you shouldn't be walking at that time of night in that area, especially what just happened. He's like, yeah, I know. I'm looking to move. He's doing something
to buy
change
running
it.
shoes. I don't know.
Or don't walk on the same side of the street where there's a whole bunch of people.
I know they, yeah.
That's first rule. You see a bunch of people, you just cross the street, take the,
Tell them to call up Uber.
Yeah.
Uber everywhere.
So I drive everywhere. Fuck that.
Nah, I do too. I drive everywhere, and with all these plate stickers and city stickers, bullshit, that's pissing me off too. Cause you gotta do a emissions test, and this emissions test line was ridiculous. It's like 3-4 hour line.
I still got to get mine. Is everyone required, or what's going on right now?
Yeah. How long you been driving for?
Man, a long
Dude,
time.
going like in the middle of the week, it's middle of the month. Apparently, it's slower. But if you wait to the end of the month, I pay that late fee.
I think I got to go this week.
Pay that late fee.
When is yours expired?
I don't know. I got to check. I don't even want to know.
Don't wait till last minute.
Oh.
Don't do it. I'm telling you, it's gonna ruin your day like it ruined mine. I was mad.
Why are all the lines all of a sudden TSA, emissions, everything is like hours long all of a sudden?
We don't have
I'll tell you why.
You don't have
because there's not enough staff.
I tell you why. If you ever had a job where it got busy, you're like, fuck that. I'm working at my own pace. Fuck these people.
Yes, yes.
But
I ain't rushing for you. I don't
But
care.
what's the
You
difference?
shouldn't have that came here. You know you don't go to the grocery store on a Sunday.
You're right. I actually, you know what? I be on
That's
that
why my days-
every day.
That's why my days off are during the week.
But what I'm
Yeah,
trying to
we're
figure
here
out
every
is
day.
what's the difference between this year and the previous
That's
years?
what I was wondering. I was like, was it always like?
No,
I remember
I've
just
never-
driving in.
I've always just
But I always
driving.
been getting my motherfucking city stickers. My emission test done late. There was one time I tried to get my city sticker though, and it was by the deadline, and the currency exchange were packed.
Yeah.
So I've been with that, but I took that L, because that's what I do. If I know I fucked up, I take that L, and I waited in line. So, that line was like 3 hours long.
Shit late.
Exactly.
Couple extra bucks, less stress.
Before we get out of here, let's lighten up the mood a little bit. It's been kind of a dark pod. People, deaths and bums and traffic and
Batman.
shit.
Yeah,
versus
guys, thanks for having me here
Superman
today.
NBA Finals.
Yeah.
Golden State Warriors up 2-0 against the Cleveland Cavaliers. Light skin is definitely in the building. I'm excited.
LS.
Who do you guys got? Obviously, I got Golden State. Kerry, who do you got?
I don't really care. I mean, if they both could lose, that'd be dope.
I mean, of course, at heart, we're all Bulls fans, but
Yeah.
being a Bulls fan definitely means you're not a LeBron James fan. So I think you go against,
Yeah.
I would hope at this point Chicago fans are not LeBron James fans.
there's a lot of them.
There's the alternate that, idea that a lot of Chicagoans want the Cavs to win because Golden State just beat our record.
Oh, yes.
72, 10 of 73
And I get
and 9. So they don't want them to get the championship and the record because they win the championship, then boom, best team ever. Where if they lose, the Bulls are still the best team ever because they won the championship too.
If you don't got the ring, it don't mean a thing.
Yeah. I get it, but yeah, we don't want somebody who disrespects the game of basketball like LeBron James. He's just very disrespectful. In any level of basketball, we don't want him
That's why I was
getting any
hoping
kind of glory.
Oklahoma was gonna win.
I got an idea.
I don't think Oklahoma would have beat the Cavs.
I got an idea. How about the Bulls get another good team and beat the new record? How about that?
That's not gonna happen.
Angel,
The
who you
owners.
You got LeBron James. Fucking.
I know.
No,
I
no.
know. You hesitated.
No.
You hesitated.
Because there's so many topics that were brought up. I mean, like you said, I'm one of them dudes who are salty. I'm the Chicago fan who's salty that they beat the 72-10. I don't want to see the Warriors win, but that don't mean I'm all for LeBron either.
I think I don't want LeBron to win more than
I don't
caring about this fucking record.
See, as Chicagoans, we have too much pride. That's what it
20,
is.
What was that, 20 years ago?
We have too much pride. And you know what? I'm sorry. I'm not that it's a bad thing, but I'm tired of fucking seeing threes all the time. I'm sorry. Like I'm tired of just seeing threes fucking.
Well, get used to it. That's going to be the new basketball.
No, honestly, like I want to see some.
People are going to be either jumping at the gym or shooting threes.
That's what I'm
There's
saying.
nothing more-
That's like I had a perfect like conversation with one of my clients today at work too. I was just like, I'm tired of seeing these guys fucking hit threes all the time. Like, I don't know, do some other shit. Like, fucking play. Like, they make it as fucked up as it sounds, because this is what they practice for. They make it look too easy, but that's exactly what the point is. But it's just, you know,
right. That means the other motherfucking team should be playing defense.
yeah.
That's the problem. That's
Yep.
not Golden State's fault that it looks easy. It's the rest of the teams.
Yeah.
You know, who are lollygagging down the court.
Fucking diddly diddly.
I like saying it because it's just like they're perfecting basketball. They're playing team basketball and they're moving the ball and they're hitting shots. Like, you know what I hate more than seeing, you know, just hit a bunch of threes? Teams bricking all damn day.
Yeah.
Because those bricks.
These are professionals.
God damn. The game gets so boring. It's like, can you please make a shot?
How would you feel if, like, professional in any other career wasn't doing what they're supposed to be doing?
Right, exactly. That's what I'm saying. That's what they do.
Well, how about the professional condom makers? Like, what if they weren't doing their job correctly?
What if they weren't hitting threes, hitting
Right.
hitting
Wouldn't
whatever
you be
out the ballpark?
Would you be upset that their faultiness?
I think so.
That would have left a greater.
I don't think so. He hesitated again.
That would have left a greater impact in my life the way that scenario was played out. Apparently,
man.
Yeah, my will for LeBron James to not get the glory. And again, for people who haven't listened, I used to be a big LeBron James fan until there was a change where he just started disrespecting everything about basketball. And so people who actually play basketball, not people who just kind of watch, but people who actually play can see how much he's disrespecting basketball. And yeah, so I rather not. I don't want him to win anything.
You don't want to.
now that you say that, actually, so I saw the game yesterday at my guy's house, and he had a bunch of us over. When the game finished, apparently, and I didn't know this, so he was in a movie called Trainwreck. And let me tell you, his acting was a fucking train wreck. Let me just tell you that right now.
It was terrible.
Like, I'm like, this motherfucker needs to stick to ball.
But this last game was a train wreck.
Like exactly, he needs to stick the ball because I seen
I think
that movie.
Kazam was better than
And
that.
it hurt to seriously watch that movie.
How are you bad playing yourself?
Exactly. That was my.
Yeah.
That's
Like,
what happens when you disrespect basketball.
And I'm like, he's trying to be himself, or maybe not himself, but goddamn, it's not working for either or.
That's what happens when you disrespect basketball.
And his hair was magically grown back in that movie.
Yeah, how did this happen? Because there's so much footage of him having, like, his hair's gone, like he's lost his hair, and then all of a
Movie
sudden
magic.
his hair now he has like a perfect lining.
Right.
Man,
Oh man, guys, this has been fun. The Walker Twins podcast will be taking a little hiatus as we make our trip to
our yearly
homage. What is it called?
yearly
The
pilgrimage.
yearly-
Pilgrimage. Yes, to EDC Las Vegas. If you guys are out there, let us know. Hit us up on all of our social media at the Walker Twins. At the Walker Twins, 2 eyes. Periscope, YouTube, Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, email address, all of that, guys. Like I was saying, we'll be gone from I think about a week or two. So catch up on all of our old episodes if you haven't.
Chill.
There you go.
Chill.
You know, even if you did hear it, go back.
Chill.
Subscribe, rate, comment, guys. Rate us. However you feel, we can take it.
And we want to hear what you got to say.
Definitely.
And I want to debate people, so if you want to drop anything, I'm always up for debates.
We're
So
really
suggestion box.
we're really enjoying ourselves doing this podcast, and we got so many guests that want to come on. We just thinking about us. We just gotta fill them in the schedule and stuff like that. So we will be having more guests, people out there doing their thing, more friends of ours. Hopefully, Angel will be coming back. You know,
Yes, sir.
so. But thanks for listening in. We'll see you guys in a couple weeks. And that's our show.
Chill.
Walker Twiins out.
Peace.